to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. First down, they run with Kamara as he'll take it forward for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Kamara gets it again on second down.
And he's got some space here.
55 rushing yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined. No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there. They'll try to throw now. Winston.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
On third down, Winston.
Into the hands of Kamara.
Touchdown!
Alvin Kamara.
A 16-yard touchdown. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. What's good on the extra point? And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 28-yard line. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Second down, back to Sanders.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Throwing is Hurts.
Left side here to Sanders. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
Flushed out right. Room to run past midfield.
And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there and in the process picks up the first down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders.
And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Sanders. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
It's caught by Sanders. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. On 2nd down. It's Sanders. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 15-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And Howard stopped short. He didn't get there. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. On the ground with a tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Richard Rodgers taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
Now a 2nd down and 6. They'll go draw here. Winston hands to Kamara.
And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. Winston on 3rd and 2. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Jameis to throw it. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. A strong running. And he's taken down inside the 30. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this 1st half. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now Winston. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Again, it's Winston. Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas from 6 yards away. And the Saints have taken the lead. And he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
His throw incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Got a man complete. This is Richard Rodgers. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play there on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
No. Tighten up.
On first down, Sanders. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
He had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Check. Watch twist.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Get wide.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders, and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
55 rushing yards now on 8 carries for him so far.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Right back to Sanders on first down. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Sanders. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Check 24. Check 3.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Richard Rodgers. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. So a big play for the Eagles now as they'll go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he'll get into the end zone to make it a 5-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Winston He'll buy some time right. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. The Saints on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
113 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
On the ground, Kamara. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. To throw is Winston. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Add that one to the good run tally right there. He's been strong throughout this game, and there's no reason to suggest he's going to slow down into 4th quarter at all. And that's exactly what they need him to do. Keep churning out 1st downs.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. Winston to give. It's Kamara.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Here's Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Check 52. Hey, wait.
They'll turn to Kamara.
And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Pulls it in at the 13. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Back to throw. That's swung out wide to Sanders.
And some space here. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They only need a field goal. Obviously the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need? And Winston lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And this defense has broken open as they return it to the house for 6.